All right. We back, America, for another episode of that Buff
What's
and
going
Prime.
on?
He Kyle the Wizard, DT the Fan. Let's make it happen.
get
Let's
it.
talk about this team meeting. Shedeur and Shiloh missed the team meeting. How you feel about that?
So I'm gonna be honest, bro. As somebody who's been there before, when I first saw it, it kind of bothered me because you get preached, hey, we all have to do the same thing. We have to be a part of the same culture. One person can't do what another person can't. And with it being Coach Prime's sons, initially it's a bad look. It's like, okay, he's giving his sons special favor and stuff like that. But it's Coach Prime. And something people get confused about him is they think he's a new school type coach. He's not. Coach Prime is a very old school type coach as far as what he allows, his discipline and stuff like that. But something that is also big for him is things outside of football. Like he made his name on a lot of things outside of football with his branding.
That's right. Two-sport
I was
athlete.
able to, yeah, exactly. So I was able to watch his interview, and he said, any of the kids know that if they have a big opportunity, that I'm going to tell them to take it. And especially we're in January. Games aren't won in January. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care what no coach out there says. This is not when you win games.
Right.
And then I heard Tyler Johnson, who I believe is going to play center this year, transfer from Jackson State, who was ineligible last year. He went on DNVR and also said, Coach Prime tells us all the time, let me know if you have a big type of opportunity like this, and we'll make arrangements for it. So the kids being able to go on to model for Louis Vuitton, which is obviously huge.
That's huge. In Paris,
even people in that industry don't get to do that, let alone
I agree.
Of college football players. So do I think he would have let Travis do that? Yes. Do I think he would have let Jordan Seaton do that? Yes. Do I think he would have let Jimmy Horn, other people on the team do that? Yes. So when I thought about it that way, I said, okay, he's allowing people, and it's at certain times. Again, if this is during training
season,
right? Yeah, that's not going.
Not happening, right?
We're 9 months before the season. I don't think he's too worried about that because, like I said, games aren't won during that time. So I'm good with it. I trust Coach Prime, and I think it's cool because he's showing recruits like, hey, if you have interest outside of football,
which you should, by the way, because football is not forever. And it's hard to crack the league. So at first I was kind of like, but then I was like, you know what? That's the right move, because you always hear people saying, hey, what's your plan after football? You know what I'm saying? Like, maximize who you are or what you got right now. Right. So,
bro, I had to miss winter conditioning to come to your wedding in Las Vegas. I remember that. It was my redshirt freshman year. And I had to miss winter conditioning, and it was a hassle just to get out of that. And I was only going to miss 1 day of winter conditioning. We're not even in spring ball yet, not to miss it for your wedding. And it was the struggle to be able to get that. And then I had to do extra stuff when I came back.
Wow.
So yeah, man, there's some things that, especially again with the timing, we're still in January, that can be bigger than football, and you should have the opportunity to do, because there's more stuff out there than just football. And they dedicate their entire season
to football,
to just football. So, if they get opportunity like that, and I truly believe Coach Prime when he says that he would have let any other player on the team do that.
I definitely take him. Yeah, I definitely take his word on that. I mean, I believe it. But it goes back to what you said. Coach Prime was a two sport athlete. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he was Neon
Braves,
like he had his personality.
Like that's I get it, man. I support it. You know what I'm saying? The coach is okay with it. The players is okay with it. Everybody else, you just gotta have to deal with it.
And I think that's going to be even bigger for recruits that are coming in saying, hey, he doesn't look at us as just a football player.
Right.
He's interested in our interests. He wants to allow us to be able to take advantage of other opportunities that are presented to us. Because who knows, if somebody wasn't to make the NFL, but then they could be a model for Louis Vuitton or be some part of the brand.
That's my point.
Set you up for life. So don't take that away from them, especially at this moment when all eyes are on them. So they have that opportunity. Like, let them take advantage of it. So I'm good with it. You good with it? We trust in Coach Prime, and we're gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah, now, I'm definitely good with that.
Now this next thing, bro, this is crazy. So I don't know if you remember. Well, I know you do, but last year going into the season, they had, I think our over-under on wins was 3.5, maybe. Yep. But even more than that, we were 21-point underdogs versus TCU. which, as you know,
easy money. Yeah.
I literally sold one of my cars.
Sold his car.
Got the cash from that.
We got receipts.
Drove to Tennessee, put it all on Colorado on the spread, and then put some on the winning margin. And I'm not gonna say how much I hit for, but I hit a lick.
Oh, everybody know you hit a lick because everybody remember
I hit a lick on that. But do you remember what they had Shedeur's over and under for passing yards for that
right?
game?
Wasn't it like 80 something at halftime or something?
It was 160 for the game. And I went to try to bet on that, but I couldn't because in Tennessee they don't let you bet on college player props. Remember, I was calling. I was like, "Bro, the bet's not showing up."
I was like, "It's showing up here. It's showing up here. I can see it."
Bro, I was so mad. I was like, "Who do y'all think Shedeur is? 160?" So
that was more easy money. So what we're saying, America, this FanDuel bet.
So FanDuel,
easy money.
So this is what I put in. FanDuel has us for 2024, not last season, this upcoming season, at 4.5 wins. 4.5 wins.
And we're in a new conference. And you go back and you look at the Pac-12 was loaded last year.
Yeah. Right? The Pac-12, I mean, at one point we had like 8 ranked teams.
That's what I'm saying. They were low. And then that schedule, that was a gauntlet. I mean, remember when Colorado went, when Travis went out after Colorado State, they went through a straight gauntlet.
We had Oregon and USC back to back.
Isn't that crazy, right?
And at one point, Utah was ranked. Oregon State was ranked. Washington State was ranked.
UCLA.
Arizona was ranked. UCLA was ranked. Like literally went through a gauntlet.
It was a gauntlet, right? And here they go again.
We're in the Big 12.
Yep.
We have returning the best quarterback in college football, who no longer has the worst offensive line in college football. We have returning the best player in college football with Travis Hunter on both sides. We have now a new and improved D-line with edge rushers. We have receivers galore, best wide receiver room in the country. We have Alton McCaskill, who's going to be a superstar this year at running back with a line to open it up for him. And we have a full offseason with all these guys together, a full recruiting class. We got some high school dogs coming in.
Right.
And they don't think we're going to get at least 5 wins
in the Big 12.
Bro.
Hey, look, America, this is free money. That's the receipt. Go to FanDuel because these numbers are going to change drastically.
So, and this is the thing. So FanDuel put this out, them and Bet Online. I don't use them because they're not as reputable as FanDuel, but FanDuel put this out. I try to put a lot more on this bet. This is the max they will let you wager.
I tried to tell you that. I said, they're not going to let you put that much, but they're going to let you drop 20K on the bet,
I tried to run up a check. This is the max they let you put on it, $4,380. So I put that $4,380 on it, and I'll win $3,000 total payout, $7,380. That's because FanDuel knows that they're tripping with this. Otherwise, if they felt confident in this, they'd let you run it up.
Well, right. And then they're just trying to see who's paying attention, who's not. So America, we're trying to say
there's no way we don't get over 4.
This is free money, right? This is you go get it. So hey, make sure you guys if you follow T Cal on this, make sure you post those receipts in the comments.
Yeah. Please post and comment down below. 1, how many wins you think we're gonna get.
Yeah.
And 2, if you put in on this bet, please comment because we want to get a group going for this.
Because it's easy money.
The over under for me on the season's 10.5. It's 10.5.
You hear that? So hey, man,
lose
if this had an alternated line, oh man, you really kill.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't wait till those come out. Because like we talked about, if you go through our games last year, there were 2 that were, well, technically 3 that were outside of 1 touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon, UCLA was like 10 points. Washington State, Shedeur got hurt on like the second drive. Mm-hmm. So I really don't even count that. But let's say 3 games.
Stanford game.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
So out of all of those, if we even remove those 3, because those were out of the touchdown, we're 1 play away in all those games from being 9-3.
That's
with the worst offensive line in college football.
It was hard times last year.
And that was arguably the best conference last year.
Definitely the best. Yeah.
Man.
Definitely the best. Say what they want.
I ain't gonna tell y'all to do nothing with your money, but I just want y'all to know what's out there, and this is what my money's on.
That's because we love you, America. Ride with Colorado. Ride with the disrespect. You know,
this is disrespectful, and I
let the haters pay your pocket
for Colorado to get it in, and Will Shepherd to go. Man, anyways,
easy money.
Man, you know what's coming.
Oh,
so next, Bro, I can't wait to bring this up. So before we get into this Kahlil Benson video,
right,
I want to talk about what Coach Prime said in an interview in the offseason. So they were asking him about, you remember that weekend we had like 7 offensive linemen in Colorado just for visits, transfers. So that weekend, Coach Prime said they went out to like a bar or club thing, and somebody had stepped to Shedeur talking bad about Coach Prime. And Coach Prime said they're lucky it was Shedeur in that situation because Shedeur is more political. You know, he going to say something, but he not going to do nothing. Right. He said Shiloh would have swung. He said Shiloh would have got it in. So they said he was lucky Shedeur was in that situation. But what Coach Prime said is the transfers that weren't even a part of the program at the time, they stepped up and started pressing dude and was like, hey, you don't talk to Shedeur like that. You don't talk about my coach like that. You don't talk about my quarterback like that. And he said we didn't have that last year. And hearing that, that's what you need from your O-line.
Exactly.
You need nasty dudes that take pride in protecting your quarterback. And we see that in a lot of Jordan Seaton interviews. He said that'll never happen again. As far as Shedeur being the most sacked in the country and being able to hear that the line already take that pride, because it didn't feel like they were prideful last year, right? As a group. I didn't feel like, hey, we're not going to let him get touched. And that's what you need. Now,
you want your offensive line to be nasty. You want them to be some nasty dudes.
Oh, yeah, they got to be. In this video, and this was from Well Off Media, this is what we need from offensive linemen. So I'm going to play this clip.
That's cool. Listen, dog. I don't need that. You got guys that come in and take those up. And I'm telling you, I'm one of the ones. I'm one of the ones. No. I'm going to let you know that right now. Toughen up, bro. You've been here. Toughen up. You've been here. You've been here. I guarantee you.
Fighting over running. I might just run more.
Competition, man. Iron sharpen iron.
So you see Philly come in and say they're fighting over running. That's not what's going on at all. They are fighting over territory. And I've been in Kahlil Benson's exact shoes in that situation. When I transferred from Nevada, there's a lot of hype about me coming to Alabama A&M and, you know, saying that I was going to be starting this, and I was a high school All-American, one of the top recruits they've ever had as far as transfers, well, period. And when I got there, conditioning, just like this, you got guys that are, you know, not doing what they're supposed to do. And I'm coming from a place, Nevada, we used to win.
Right.
Like, that's a program that used to win. And I know how certain things were supposed to be done. And my head coach was a coach at Nevada. So he was a part of that too. And that's why he brought me down there, to try to help change the culture. So I get down there, conditioning just like this. And guys start saying something crazy. And I told them, don't worry. They brought me here for a reason. You're never going to play again.
Wow.
Whatever position I choose in that secondary, I'm at. Y'all can fight over the other safety position, the other corner position, whatever you want. But just know I'm locked in. And if I want to, you ain't never going to touch the field ever again. You can transfer. You can watch me do whatever you want. But just know this is locked in. I came here for a reason.
You football players is different. That's a whole different kind of aggression.
when you really top dog,
right,
and you know you that guy, you got to establish that early. And that's what Kahlil Benson did in this video. He said, first he's trying to encourage him, and then the other lineman isn't going for it. He's not trying to hear it. Now, he's a transfer. He came from Florida. He didn't play last year, but like Kahlil said, you've been here.
Right.
Like, you've already been here, and you acting soft. Like, you need to toughen up.
Setting the tone.
Bro, he said, other people are here to take your position. He said, matter of fact, I'm one of them ones. He said, I'm going to make sure you never play again. Like, bro.
Hey, you know what? And I'm okay with him saying that because, you know, I mean,
I love it.
He's pulling your card. Like, you going to step up? Or are you going to walk off? Transfer? Exactly.
And that's what happens. Anytime you playing football, especially at this level, you're going to be tested. So you gotta know who your teammates are too.
Right.
So he's trying to see, Kahlil, what other dogs do I have on this team?
Right.
I'm just getting over here.
Are you one of the 300 Spartans? Are you exactly on the other side? Like, I need to know who I'm going to battle with. Right. No, I agree.
This video is we're going to come back to this during the season. That mentality that Benson has, that is what's going to change that offensive line.
Yeah.
That is contagious. And as much as you guys are a team, you're competing with each other, against each other.
Right.
Every single day. It's not all friendly. Hey, I'm here to take your spot. I got to feed my family.
That's right.
So, and that's how Kahlil's coming like, bro, I already did it in the Big Ten. I'm coming here. And if y'all not with it, that's cool. Get with it or get lost. So he's there pushing him, which, like you've talked about, iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
If homeboy is really with it, I ain't gonna let nobody come and say they're gonna take my spot. I'll be damned.
Right.
I'm going to attack you every single day. I'm gonna
tell you what, though,
shoot every workout.
I'm about to watch that transfer report. We're gonna find out if he's really with it. Right after the spring, yeah. We're gonna find out if he was really with it.
But that's what we need on that old line. Nasty.
Pride.
Him and Shedeur have been getting closer and closer, but we need that nastiness. We need that competitiveness amongst each other. Right. Once the season starts, y'all teammates, y'all got to come together as a cohesive. But right now, oh no, we're trying to see who's ready to eat, who's trying to hunt. So this was huge for me. And I'm really, really, really excited to see spring ball, to see how this translates on the field. But that was one that really had me feeling, okay, we're going to make some moves this year, man. We're going to make a lot of moves this year.
And I'll tell you how I feel about it, because, my big thing was the offensive line. You get that offensive line right. Everything else becomes limitless, right?
Absolutely.
So seeing him be that aggressive, you know what I'm saying, and like that assertive and said, hey, like, man, don't take this for granted. We here to do some things. Like get serious, get about it. If you ain't gonna, be about it, don't get on the field. I got this.
And as far as I'm aware, we didn't have any vocal offensive linemen,
right?
Like that last season. Like there was nobody that I saw. I was like, okay, he's top dog.
That's that new swag coming in
there.
Yeah,
and now we're gonna have him, Seaton, Mayer. Like we're gonna have a bunch of top dogs together. So
run, Colorado, run! I want that. I want to see that line. Get off that ball and push them back. Open the run lanes.
Real quick, one more time. They got us at 4.5. Like, bro, this is crazy.
Hey, America, easy money.
This is
go to Fanduel, put your bet in, comment, screenshot, show the receipts. Like Coach Prime said, we keep all receipts, and we can all laugh together. We'll all laugh together on that receipts.
One. So now we're gonna move on to the next one, which is ESPN released a way too early All-American team, which, as we can see here, only buff we got on defense, Travis Hunter. I think that's legit. I don't think anybody else did enough to deserve at least first team preseason All-American. But Travis is Travis. Like he's that guy. He's the best receiver and best corner in the country.
I mean, right. I mean, look at all the snaps he did last season on both sides of the it goes without saying. Bro. It goes without saying.
Playing corner, period, is hard enough. Being able to play corner while you're playing receiver and getting 80 to 90.
And they know you're playing both sides, and they still respect you enough not to throw the ball that way. That's
Travis
impressive. That's impressive.
He's gonna be special. And in the conditioning videos, you see he has a different gear, like just a completely different gear. So that's what we expect. Now let's shift over to the offensive side. This is the offense All-American team. No buffs on here. Only one that I expect here is Shedeur. Shedeur's not on here. Carson Beck's on here. That's insane to me. Like, let's take a look at what Carson Beck did last year. So, Carson Beck. Now, we're not adding playoff stats, so I removed those. And when you take away playoffs and take away regular season, he played 2 more games than Shedeur. Had 3,498, let's say 3,500 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, 6 picks, and only 8 sacks. Remember that, 8 sacks. Now let's look at Shedeur. So Shedeur last season had about 300 less passing yards in 2 less games, had 27 touchdowns, which what did Carson have again? Carson had 22. So 27 to 22. He had 3 interceptions compared to 6 interceptions and had 52 sacks. Bro, 52 sacks.
I'm about to drive to Colorado. Make sure them offensive linemen doing some work.
Do you see these numbers? So this is essentially saying that this is the best performing quarterback in college football who they expect going into this season. And you can see Shedeur's stats versus his, which are better stats, with the worst offensive line in football.
Probably the history of football, honestly. I
mean,
52 sacks is
52
wild.
is a lot.
There shouldn't be no return to start on the offensive line. Just
this year, bro. Imagine if Shedeur only has 8 sacks this year.
Yeah.
These numbers are going to be 4,500 passing yards.
I'm thinking
40
he might
touchdowns.
I'm thinking he might hit 5K on the passing yards.
He might.
I'm telling you,
like, especially
we're gonna have to go to the casino and we're gonna have to get some alternate bets going in, bro.
Especially in the Big 12.
5K. That's what I'm saying. And that receiving core, come on, man.
And I didn't expect ESPN to put him on there. You know, everybody. For a few months, or really a month, people were riding the Colorado train as far as the media. And then Coach Prime told him, I think it was after Oregon, Stanford, he said, watch how it flips. And it did. Now, anytime something Colorado happens, it's being pushed in the media negatively.
Right.
So now there's no more, I think Shedeur's like top 30 for Heisman finalists. Like, huh?
Hey.
You put up these numbers with, that's another. I did that.
Another Fanduel. Yeah. Another bet.
Hey. I'm like, how did he rated this low when he played fantastic? 27 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, having to deal with 52 sacks and not having a run game.
That's because Colorado represents change, and they represent the real change, right? They like when you hear Reggie Bush speaking about Saban and how he's left, you know what I'm saying, because of the NIL and stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, I 100,000% agree with him. You know, the NIL to leveled out the playing field, and you can see that over in Clemson, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you think about this stuff, right? And so when you see a player like Shedeur, like the media is trying to be super negative on him because either they're gonna love you or hate you, right? But you know, I think they're attracting the viewers because people are going to hate Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean, people are just going to hate Colorado, but people are going to watch Colorado because they hate Colorado, right? So,
and it's brought a different spotlight to Colorado, which every single thing you do is going to be magnified,
right?
Whether good or bad, no matter what you do is going to be magnified. And we see that with this next thing right here, that is going to be the last thing that we talk about, but Cormani got into a car accident in the snow and ice, and it is on the front page of TMZ.
Wow, isn't it? And it's not, I mean, really, right? They really try to make
a fender bender in ice. I mean, all over TikTok and stuff. Here in Alabama, the ice was crazy. You could see videos everywhere of cars sliding and stuff. Like, you can't control your car in ice. And even the snow is hard to control, especially a Florida boy who ain't never driven in that type of weather. And it made TMZ for a fender bender.
Well, they just fishing for that. They want that publicity. TMZ's fishing for, hey, all my Colorado haters out there, come watch this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's
absolutely. And I think it's just even more of a testament to what Coach Prime is doing there. We're so big that you guys can't wait to tear us down.
Right.
And you're not on Twitter much, but I am. And every time somebody hits the portal from Colorado, it makes the news. And these are walk-ons. Like guys that thought about playing, and all of a sudden all these media sites are doing huge graphics of them and all this stuff. Like, look up, I'm like,
I saw that. I remember seeing that. The guy was like, you got to get an offer first, buddy. We never even offered you, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm looking at all these guys on the roster, and I've never seen this guy on any depth chart. And you guys are making this big graphic talking about how he's transferring away from Colorado. They want to tear Colorado down as much as possible.
Well, it's not personal. It's just business. They're doing it
very
for the ratings.
Personal.
They're doing it for the reviews.
No, it's very personal.
They're doing it for the business.
If it wasn't
just trying to get that money.
I've never seen
but I'm saying from the media standpoint, right? The media is catering to the haters, the people that like really
from some, because there are some like that were for Colorado and then switched, but there's a lot that just stayed hating, and there's some guys. What's his name?
Remember the games before the TCU game? They're gonna look like the bad news
we
Bears.
We watched all those YouTube.
All that's man.
But there's Mike Farrell from Rivals.com just says the grimiest stuff ever about Coach Prime every chance he gets, and it's funny because I had responded to him like, man, you was begging for me to give you interviews when I was in high school. I still got the messages of him hitting me up because he's Rivals national recruiter. I was like, bro, for a living, you literally sit and call 15, 16, and 17-year-olds and beg to get an interview. And now you talking crazy about Coach Prime and what he has going on. Like, man, level yourself up first. But yeah, they don't like Coach Prime, man. We
know that. Yeah, definitely.
And as a recruit and as a Colorado player, I love that feeling with a target on my back.
Exactly. Because that's what I said about every game they played last year.
Every game.
Everybody brought their A game to beat Colorado. And it's like Ali said, you say, come pay your money to watch me because you're coming to watch me lose. But when I win, so because when Colorado, even at road games, they were selling out. They were selling out people's stadiums that ain't been sold out. People wanted, so man, I just, that was just, to me, Colorado, you doing the right thing. But, and also Coach Prime and tell the players, hey, stay on your game because you're getting everybody's A game. Like you're getting everyone's A game. Everybody's A game.
And as a player, especially when you truly believe in your coach, you got a sense of pride.
Right.
And that you're going to defend your coach. Like I was super close to my defensive coordinator at A&M. And if we give up passing yards, that's a reflection on him. We ain't going to let my coach look bad.
That's right.
So we're going to make sure every game we coming to strap up. Like we locked in because our coach put us in this situation. He believed in us. So we're going to make sure that, that's seen to fruition. And that's what I think the players are going to do at Colorado. They're going to rally around and man, we just going to take this and we're going to roll into the season. So I'm real excited to see what spring ball looks like.
Oh, me too.
All these transfers, and we're going to be posting clips of everything with the transfers and being able to see what's going on in Colorado through spring practices. Spring
don't worry, really America.
Not as important.
We are going to definitely cover the high school stars that are coming in too.
Yeah,
I know we spent a lot of time on the transfer portal.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about these high school talent that he got.
We're going to do a breakdown.
Building it right.
The guys who got coming in, the Draylon Millers. Everyone's seen Jordan Seaton, but we're going to cover him as well, and we're going to go all the way through that. Please make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we're going to keep this booming. Keep sending y'all out more and more content and talk from the super fan, CT the fans perspective, and T-Cal, the former high school All-American, HBCU All-American, so you can see what we see in Colorado fans that have only really been to Colorado because of Coach Prime.
That's the Prime effect.
Yeah, so you can see our perspective on everything, and we're going to keep bringing y'all content. So again, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll have more videos.
Yeah, and then because we're going to get it going, we're going to get it popping, and I think we're going to make the Arizona game this year. So
schedule release is coming when that schedule January 30th.
And y'all want to come join us, meet up in Arizona.
And we're definitely going to tell y'all which game we're going to. And I mean, if we can, bro, we might try to get a live stream in while we're at the hotel or Airbnb.
Yeah, we should probably definitely try to do that.
But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Until next time.
Buff and Prime, we're out.